I eat, breathe, and sleep art. It's my whole existence. When you join our tribe, we will take you on a complete new journey. We will open your eyes to see the world in a different light. It's not just about art, it's about life. We are going to do alcohol ink today. I'm working on an ordinary canvas, stretch canvas that's already primed, so you don't have to put gesso on there. It depends on where you buy your canvas. If you buy your canvas from a China shop or a hardware shop, we're not always sure if it is properly primed, but this is a properly primed canvas. I've got alcohol in here, it's a 95% alcohol. I have some powder which we're going to mix. There's a silver powder that I bought from a hardware store. It's powder that is not new to us. We're going to mix it and see which one is the best. Then I've got the alcohol ink, small containers, but you can go really far. You only use a drop. I've got a blue and I've got a green because I want to mix that in an aqua. This is a yellow. I might not use that today. Very nice container. If you don't have something like this to put your alcohol in there, just get everything ready because it's not a quick process, but have all your stuff together. I've got a palette knife because I'm going to take the powder and mix the powder with the palette knife, and then the brush goes with that if I want to put some detail into the ink. Got gloves. Gloves is important because the oil stains quite badly. Then I've got an airbrush. The airbrush that I'm going to use, that is just for moving the paint around. If you don't have an airbrush, it's not the end of the world because I'm going to also use the plain blow dryer, which everybody has. So if you don't have this, please don't worry about that. Don't go buy a compressor and a airbrush gun. This is a small pipette that I will also grab some of the alcohol if I want to spray or spread the alcohol. The stuff that I've got here, I'm not really going to worry about that now. This is for cell forming, silicone liquid, silicone spray. I'm not going to incorporate that yet. I just put it closer so that if I do feel like creating a bit more, and put the stuff together, I would love to see what the silicone liquid does to alcohol. But that is not why we do this for today. So let's put it aside. I do have some linseed oil, which I also put in a small container like this because we're going to mix the powder in there. Got a small container here. This is empty. It's just nice things to have close by. We don't know if we might use it or not. So let's get started. I also have always this with me if I want to put stuff in there, like either the alcohol, in a small container like this, or some of the powder goes into a smaller container. Let's get started. I'm going to put this aside, take my jacket off. Gloves. Take off your jewelry. You don't want your jewelry to be full of paint, especially if you've got a watch like this. You can't get the stain out of that. Okay, I'm going to just put all this on the side here. My color's ready. Keep that there. I'm going to take some alcohol. And I'm going to work from one side, working in an area as such. I don't want to spread the whole thing now. I'm just going to play around with what I've got. So the surface here, just alcohol. I'm just going to put that on my surface here. And I'm going to work from the one side to the other side. Take a drop of blue. Take that one first. And then I'm going to start the compressor, so you might just hear a loud noise. Close your work. Oopsie, close your ink. Don't do what I just did. I'm going to start my compressor and see what this does. Let's see what the blow dryer does. I'm going to stop that. It makes a lot of noise. I'm going to take my blow dryer and I'm going to keep it on cold, but high. See, it already stained the canvas there. Oh, don't let your glove gets stuck in the blow dryer, so I'm going to take, oh, that is nice. Let's move that around. Make sure that you wet make sure there's alcohol when you plonk your ink. Oops. The first layer should be very thin. It should be a background color. Don't go into your strong colors immediately. I'm going to try and get this dry. I've put the blow dryer on heat now, just to see if I want to get it dry into the canvas. That's about it. So what happened here is I feel that there was not enough alcohol, and it's as if it went right into the canvas immediately without spreading it. Not a problem. You can always take my finger and move that around. It's not a problem at all, because we're going to put other colors on there as well. So let's do that. I'm going to take my green going to close the white. Make sure that if you do close it, it doesn't splat everywhere. I'm going to take my alcohol and I'm going to start from that side. And let's do magic. Look at that. Let's go there. Take some blue, put the blue with that. You can also use the straw. Let's just get a straw. I'm going to blow this. You'll see that it also moves exactly the same as the blow dryer. Putting my blow dryer on not full, just keep your blow dryer low for now. Don't put it on full speed. and try and get the background to cover, to have the same light background there. Now that also looks good though. So the point I want to make is, if your art feels like it goes wrong, please don't stop. Just carry on and make it work. At the end of the day, you can turn around and say, whoopsie daisy, there goes the lid. So be careful with your lids, girls. And that's what happened. Every time I opened the lid, it made a mess. You see there? I made a mess on my canvas. So now this silver is becoming part of my background. And I want to not overwork it, because I want my, you see now I immediately want to add more color there. Shouldn't do that. And now you can go on and push this around as much as you like. And hopefully you will be happy with your project. And sign it. With a project like this, there's never an ending.